Jurassic World. This is where our story begins. Scientific breakthrough without any consideration of the consequences. So nature did what it does and unleashed chaos. This time, we were deeper into the illusion of control, and the chaos brought. And for a moment, we remembered how precious life is. Time has a funny way of softening our memory of what it's like to lose control. And ambition. Ambition is a persistent thing. For the dinosaurs left behind, time was becoming immaterial. From miracles of science to assets destined for exploitation. Perhaps it's time we reflect on the true nature of nature. An endless cycle with one goal: survival. And this means that dinosaurs and humanity have to find a way to work out their differences. To us, a desert is a wasteland, devoid of anything but the most extreme examples of life. But creatures once thrived in these lands hundreds of millions of years ago. Given the geological history that we're dealing with, dinosaurs walking among the tumbleweeds isn't that much of a stretch. The current situation, where dinosaurs are running wild, is untenable to those in charge, well, those that think they're in charge. So we're left with a problem or an opportunity. This is where you come in. They've ignored my warnings before, but maybe this time with you, it's going to be different. I'm going to embrace the uncertainty.
Okay, I guess an introduction is in order. I'm Cabot Finch, Assistant Director of the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife. I know it sounds important, because it is, but let's not get bogged down in labels and titles and organizational flowcharts. I'll make this easy. You work for me. See, nothing to it. You'll be working with the experts. This is Claire Deering and Owen Grady.
And yes, we have first-hand experience with the dinosaurs. I'm the former operations manager at Jurassic World. Owen and I actually helped build the park. And unfortunately, we were there to witness its destruction. And this is Owen. He works with velociraptors.
You could call me a dinosaur wrangler, though officially I'm an animal behaviorist. I was just building a level of trust with him when this happens.
Okay. So we'll need to get a few things in place ASAP. Start with a response facility, equipped with both a Ranger Team 4x4
and a capture team helicopter.
Alright, I need to readjust my camera. Do you see my toolbar right there? Well, it's going to be right there, I guess. Alright, construct a response facility. Alright. So, I got a paddock here, partial paddock. So, I got to build a response facility. Okay. Response facility. Well, I guess it's going to go right there.
We are making excellent
Alright,
progress.
next, place
so
a
let's stay
backup
focused.
generator.
Next step, building a backup generator. Then feeding the energy it creates to the response facility.
Backup generators consume
Also,
fuel
make
to
sure
power
the building
buildings
is
around
connected
them.
to the path
Okay.
network. It only does as good if it's operational.
This is a fiber tutorial, so just bear with me. Alright, looks like I'm building a road, connect the response facility to the path. Alright, locate and check over the nearest.
Trouble if we're lucky enough to find it.
Then, the sensible thing is to take a capture team helicopter. You can trank it from the air.
See? I like the way I think.
Use the aim mode. 1 to 5. Okay. Let's see my target. There he goes. Got him.
Clear. This is Owen.
I copy you.
Here you have it. Capture successful.
I knew you'd do it. Never had a doubt.
Really?
Well, maybe 1 or 2.
Well, it's better than usual.
Alright,
I'll
I
take
gotta
it.
go pick him up.
Now, where do we take this dinosaur?
We have the enclosure. We just need you to deliver.
Hey, don't I always? Wait,
Here comes the helicopter. Oh, it's obstructed. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, if he's obstructed, it means you can't come pick him up. So I have to wait till he's untranquilized. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Alright, well, nothing much I can do about it. Gotta wait 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Wow. Mildly frustrating. So right now, while we wait for that dinosaur to be untranquilized, this is the arrival point, emergency shelter, control center, backup generator, which powers everything, and then the response. We have a ranger team that takes care of the dinosaurs in the paddocks here, and then a capture team that tranquilize dinosaurs if they escape or attack a park ranger is what their job is. So right now the park is closed, so every month it costs a certain amount of money. So right now we have zero money coming in and zero upkeep, but it's still costing us money. Because it started up with 3 million and down to 2.7. So as we progress, things will get better and better. But I need this dinosaur right now, and I can't pick him up because he's obstructed by whatever. So that's the Baronix. He eats fish. Very, very kind of domicile creature a little bit, but I bought this game a long time ago and I got pretty far and then I just decided to quit. So a young gentleman named Brody, he visited me last year and saw I had this game and fell in love with the dinosaurs. So I'm streaming, and I was supposed to put in the description, this is for Brody, but I forgot, but so I decided to re-download it and start from the beginning again. So I gotta wait for this dinosaur to become untranquilized, starts walking around now so I can shoot him again. Part of their coping mechanism when I put them inside this cage right here. That's why this pool is, water's very large. They're pretty much aquatic creatures, but they eat fish, so have to maintain a certain health for them. If not, they become agitated and they start misbehaving, like breaking through gates or whatever. So if they're 100% happy, then they're easier to manage. Dinosaurs are like herding cats. They go wherever they want. So with this emergency shelter here, I can open the shelters if there's an emergency state or whatever. So this one I can take over a Jeep or take over this helicopter. Either I have the AIs do it or I can do it myself. So there'll be more to follow. We're just waiting for this sleepyhead to wake up because I can't get him with the helicopter. So hopefully when I tranquilize him again, he'll be somewhere in the open so I can get him. But since he's got a minute, for him to wake up. Never really landed before, so if I can land this out back there. It doesn't let me land. Okay, it just lets me hover. Okay. Alright, he is awake. Yes, Effie, I hear you. And sometimes it's going to be a horrible shot. Nice broadside shot. Bingo. Now I'll let the AI take over. I'm here. Now I should be able to pick them up. Why does it say obstructed? Yeah. That was my fault there, chat. It's been a minute. Now he's being picked up. I forgot I gotta click on him and then move him. That was where I was
John
confused.
Hammond was concerned about what would happen if dinosaurs lived in the wild. It adds a whole new level of challenge, and perhaps opportunity.
Transportation underway.
Nice and easy.
Asset transportation complete.
I instantly recognize this dinosaur. Kind of hard to forget once you've been trapped in a room with one. We couldn't
Alright.
save that
He's
Baryonyx,
nice and safe in his
but we can
paddock.
certainly help this one.
Alright, place
There's not a
down
lot
a
out there
piece
for
of
the
ore
dinosaur to
feeder and
consume,
sure Brian is
so
connected
we'll need a
to it.
feeder
A piece
inside
of
the
ore
perimeter of that
feeder
enclosure.
is
Hungry
a
dinosaurs make me nervous.
Can't
place where he
disagree
can
with you there.
eat fish. Yep. That's what he needs to eat. And that's what his food source is.
Good to go on this end.
Copy. Okay. We need to get a full assessment of the dinosaur's
That's what
health.
he needs to eat.
Utilize a ranger team vehicle. Owen
So
will help you get
now
a
I have
status
to
of the
get in the
animal's
Jeep
overall
here and
welfare.
do a
Then we can plan
status
our
check.
next move.
You really need that? Plan? I mean, I've always been more of a just make
Ranger
it up
team
as I
provides the
go
lays down
kind
for
of guy.
welfare information.
Tell you
Status
what,
check.
if this doesn't
Construction
work,
ranger
we'll
posts
try
inside the
your way.
enclosures so they can
That
do it
sort of sounds like a
automatically.
plan.
And then ranger teams can assign patrols, posts, and status checks at ranger dinosaurs. Right now the game wants me to do a manual. I can't drive right now. So I'm gonna stay as far away as I can do it. But sometimes they do attack. Alright, I
While we
did a
can't
status check.
replicate what we have on the islands, we still have to do what we can to get the dinosaurs more comfortable with
It's
their current
wise to
surroundings
leave.
here in Arizona.
Sunscreen and drinks by the pool. How's that sound?
Are you seriously asking? Or pretend asking?
Okay, Claire. How about we add some preferred terrain to their pens instead? Better?
So I'm out of it. Now I'm gonna check on, it says ensure the Bronx has 95% comfort. Alright, so his comfort is 78%. So right now it says missing rock. So I gotta play some rocks to make him more feel at home. So basically cosmetic. more feel at home. So let's see, he raises his mood. Yep, comfort 100%. And that's where you want it to be, 100%. 90 to 100 is where you want it.
We've got to monitor
Okay,
these
now I
dinosaurs
have
more
to
closely.
construct the
That
ranger
means setting up a
enclosure aside the ranger
post
team.
inside
Okay.
their enclosure. Sounds crazy, I know, but this'll work. Trust me.
This will make my job a whole lot easier. Technically, you want it within the radius of the whole paddock. Sometimes that can happen, sometimes it cannot. Alright, now we gotta assign it. So you come over here, push X. You push the Ranger Team 1. Add a task. And you assign it to this post. Automatically assigned, and it comes on its own
getting reports
right
of
now.
dinosaurs running freely around the facility, Claire.
The reports may be accurate, but they don't paint a complete picture of our current status.
Angry dinosaurs on the loose. What am I missing?
You're not angry.
What it does,
You're
it
simply
drives up to the
acting on
post,
instincts.
and
The more
then
threat the dinosaurs feel, the more hostile they'll become.
Especially if they sense
it
survival
does a
is
status
at
check
stake.
or whatever,
But it is. Both theirs
then it
and
leaves.
ours.
Yeah, but only we know that.
Now, anyway.
We'll
So
start by
right now it looks like
tranquilizing one
he's
of the
kind of
dinosaurs
spunky,
from
gonna
the
attack
helicopter,
that,
and then
attack
have a
that Jeep.
transport team bring it back to the facility.
But
Great. Do it.
he didn't, but they do have the ability to attack. So now it says locate tranquilizer to be nearby wild triceratops. So we're gonna go check the Baronix. There's other stats you can do. Ailments, appeal. So the cohabitation preference, it likes succumbus and scavenger, dislikes carnivores, and there's, yeah. So doesn't say it does not dislike the triceratops, but we're going to use this other unused paddock here, put the triceratops in it. So we're going to continue on. So we're going to continue on with this paddock. We can go almost a long ways. I try to build squares, but sometimes you have to follow the contour. Gotta check the perimeter, make sure it's all built. Sometimes you move it too much, you could leave a gap. Alright, that's me. I've had escapees before, and they're not fun to track down. Alright, so I already know they're gonna need water. Alright. So let's go get some triceratops. There's 3 of them. Take all 3 of them. God, my shooting's terrible tonight. Alright, pick up these 2 that are tranquilized. Oh, there's one. Oh, I can't. There's one more. I saw 3 of them. What the heck?